It's so sad that people in the public don't want to read, like the case, what happened.
They do no research.
They only believe the headlines and
that's it. No research.
Yeah.
No, that's it. No research.
Yeah, so if there are cases, I think also people were following a trend. In this case happened, this JPC case, Peet he was a whistleblower.
Yeah.
And he got hammered by people, by the media, by fake news. And I feel like the people that were unhappy with their salons, they followed the trend of let's go to media, let's like disgrace these people and defame them, and then their business will close down. And so that's what happened.
And the same thing happened to me, or they tried to do it. But what happens is they humiliate the brand. Yeah. The brand goes down under, and then they cannot get any money back, even if you wanted to give it to them, because they damaged the brand with the
defamation.
Yeah, well, with the mainstream media, the fake mainstream media. If they really wanted money, why don't they go to court?
Exactly.
It's easy. Go to court. Don't go to mainstream media and hurt a person's name, reputation, because that way you make them bankrupt, and then you say, "Now I want my money." You go, "No, there's no money now. I couldn't even recover if I wanted to. You've destroyed us with your fake news."
And also, if people don't have money for a lawyer, in the franchising agreement, there was a clause that said you can go for arbitration for free.
Yeah.
And nobody went for arbitration. Nobody tried even.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then they're in breach, right?
Yeah, they are definitely.
Okay. I'm just going to ask one question. Based on these three legs of the arguments that the state or the government, the state brought or the prosecutors brought, do you think it's fair that Peet remains in jail?
It's definitely an abuse of his constitutional rights, because all these people that are being exposed by the Madlanga Commission and, these big IDAC, big shots, they are being exposed. And when they get arrested, they get bail unopposed.
Unopposed the same day. The latest, the next day. And they pay 5 or 10 or 20,000 rand. Then they've been implicated of millions and billions of rands.
Yeah, exactly.
And people get killed. There's witnesses that gets assassinated. They don't talk anymore. I mean, that's just so much in South Africa now that it doesn't even create news anymore.
But what was great about the Madlanga Commission is this case where Peet is now involved has now been brought under the Madlanga Commission's attention.
Do you feel it's fair what's happening with your husband?
Sure. If you look at what's happening in the Madlanga Commission, and all these people that are implicated, I mean, IDAC, that is the highest form of watchdog. They are found corrupt. They intimidate witnesses. There's perjury. Do you think it's fair that those people that are being implicated gets bail the same day or the next day for 5,000 rand or 6,000 or 20? But my husband, that's been claiming his innocence for 17 years, is kept in jail for his bail application for more than a month.
Well, it's going to be 2 months by the 17th.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not fair. I don't believe it's fair.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. So that was Viljoen responding to allegations that she and her husband promoted fake business opportunities through the Tammy franchise. She also blamed the collapse of their businesses on those who believed what she called fake news about her husband, Peet Viljoen. According to Mel, mainstream media started publishing what she says were fake stories about Peet, and some Tammy franchise owners then joined the trend of tarnishing or disgracing she and Peet and their brand on social media. She believes this ultimately contributed to their business closing down. In other words, she's saying it was a self-fulfilling prophecy on the people who bought Tammy franchises from them. Now, my Africans people, who's this Ronaldo Norke that is drinking Mel's Kool-Aid in these videos? His profile says he's a property developer. He's definitely entitled to his opinions. I'm just wondering, is he as massive or popular, or he is cloud chasing through the Viljoens? Remember, Viljoen failed with mainstream media because they were asking her direct questions and challenging her to a point that she ended up walking out of ENCA interview.
Let's talk about why you left South Africa then. Were you running?
No.
You were going to go start a new business.
As I said, we wanted to expand into the US, our business, and also Peet was going to practice as a lawyer.
Okay, so why did you get arrested?
So what happened with the arrest is that the public's matter happened because my card started declining quite a few times actually, and I didn't know what the problem was. But I left it there. I didn't think anything of it. The card started declining, and then what happened was I would tell Peet, listen, go and pack the stuff in the car in the meantime, and I will sort out the payment. So I would ask the clerk for a slip, And he would give me the slip and I would go pay cash at a different teller. But they didn't see that part. So when the police spoke to me, they said to me, but my card declined. So my money is up. And I said, but my money is definitely not up. Didn't you see where I paid cash? And she said, cash that you got where? So I was shocked to see that even with the police, that the amount started varying. It was $1,000, then it became $5,000. I'm sure you are beautifully unaware that it became $3,000 recently.
So we are told by US authorities that it's $5,300, right? So that's what we're going to go with, because you're back in South Africa because you were found to be stealing in another country.
I don't think this conversation is going anywhere. With respect, you invited me on false pretenses.
I did not
doing. You did.
We're just getting started. I want you to have your say.
I don't need ENCA to have to say. You have been very, very nasty. You haven't given me the opportunity, and
Mal, we're literally just getting started. No, I want you to have your say. I'm not bullying you. I would really like you to have your say.
You've been a terrible person to me. I'm not taking this abuse. Okay.
Mal, I really don't want you to feel abused. Please, I'd really like you to finish this interview.
Now, Ronaldo Norque is coddling her, hence the lengthy and multiple clips. The last straw for me was when Ronaldo defended Peet's videos in the name of having a fantastic sense of humor and practicing his freedom of speech. Did he see all Peet's videos, including the racist ones, and went like, that's fantastic sense of humor. Anyway, Mel is not helping her husband Peet with all these clips with Ronaldo. If anything, she's going to end up incriminating herself and getting arrested.
I said from the beginning that Peet Viljoen is definitely not a danger to society. I don't think he's hurt anybody in his life. I don't think so. But they opposed bail, and I believe this was unfair. And they used 3 avenues to oppose it. Mel, can we go through those avenues and see if I understand this correctly? Are you ready?
Yes, always ready.
Okay. The first one they claimed was that he couldn't prove where he's going to stay, so it was a flight risk, they said. Which turned out to be a blatant lie. In fact, that assistant prosecutor committed in court with that evidence.
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
The theory by the investigating officer actually goes a bit further.
Yeah.
There are other recordings that she doesn't know that I have about this address.
Okay.
And the one that I have that's handed into court, where they spoke about the address and lied about the address, that's just one part of it. I have one address.
Yes.
I had one address. They visited the premises. They confirmed that we live there, and again asked me where did I stay before we left for America. She then comes back to me. Well, actually, Mr. Mboweni came back to me and said, what is the last address, the last known address in South Africa?
Yeah.
I said, oh, okay, it's the Viljoen address.
Yeah.
And they went to court and said, Mel Viljoen gave 4 addresses.
Oh, come on.
And that's why you'll see, I panicked and I freaked out and I realized what they were busy doing. And that is when I sent her a message, and we can pull it up on the screen, where I said, Dear Ursula, the alternative address is the sister-in-law's. Yeah, so that is where these addresses came from. And I feel it's very dishonest for an investigating officer, a person of the law, to say that this person, Mel Viljoen, gave me 4 addresses, which I didn't.
I think that's a very weak argument, and I'll tell you why. And the same was applicable to Oscar Pistorius.
Yeah.
Is you guys are so well known.
Yeah.
You cannot hide.
Yes, correct.
Look what happened to Tabu Bester. Look what happened. Just like that, they took photographs of him, and there he was caught right away. You are famous. You cannot hide. How do you hide? You cannot hide. It's a weak argument.
Yeah.
The second one, and I want to talk about this a little bit, is they said that Peet Viljoen made videos on social media.
Yes.
And I, for the life of me, saw those videos, and I don't know if people realize that Peet has got an amazing sense of humor.
100%.
Because he's got a fantastic sense of humor. I just want to explain one thing. So let's say you are a boxer and you get knocked out every time you fight, but then you say, listen, I've got the best chin in the world. Everybody will know you're joking, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So when Peet says, listen, I am the best lawyer in South Africa, it is a fact, but he's disbarred.
Everybody
Do you not
knows.
think he's joking, he's
100%,
teasing,
yeah.
he's handling it? And then he made a joke about a guy and he sang a song, and then he made a joke about James Dalton. This is what the courts are referring to as a danger for Peet Viljoen not to get bail.